Welcome back. One final point before we go tonight. Newsflash, you don't get to vote in our elections unless you are an American citizen. You don't get a voice in how we run our country unless you are an American citizen. You don't get to tell American citizens how we should educate our children unless you are also an American citizen. The city of San Francisco has begun to register illegal immigrants to vote in the 2018 elections. Illegal immigrants, people whose first action in our country was breaking our laws. But yeah, let's give them the right to vote. Funny how liberals have spent the past week screaming about foreign meddling in our elections when it comes to the Russians, but they don't seem to have a problem with foreign meddling in our elections if it means registering illegal immigrants to vote. These illegal immigrants will be allowed to vote in the school board elections. Liberals assure us illegals won't be allowed to vote in statewide races or in federal elections because that is against federal law. Yeah, tell me more about how you're going to prevent those registered voters from voting in statewide races and federal elections when we don't even require voter ID to confirm who each person is. How are we supposed to know at the polling booth if a voter is only allowed to vote for school board if they say they want to vote for president? You don't get to pretend you care about election integrity and whether the Russians influenced elections if you don't give a rat's tail about protecting the integrity of citizens' votes with voter ID to prevent voter fraud. Otherwise, why not just open American elections to anybody around the world who wants to weigh in? Why not invite people in other countries to cast a vote, help us shape our nation? Because that's not fair. It's not their country. This isn't any different. Illegal immigrants don't get to vote. If you want to vote in our country, become a citizen. We'd love to have you. But don't for a second think you on the left are fooling us. We can see what you're doing. This is the grand strategy of the no border security crowd. First, allow illegals into the United States. Then, claim it's time to bring them out of the shadows, support mass amnesty, a path to citizenship for you, and for you. Meanwhile, tell them the GOP wants to deport them and their families. At the same time, register them to vote, but just in local elections, wink, wink, and voila. You have a whole new generation of Democratic voters who only vote for Democrats out of fear. All because the policies of the Democratic Party are so stupid, you can't get anybody else to vote for them. And that's my final point. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. If you like the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. In the meantime, catch us here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, and until then, have a good night.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.